There are some books that don't arrive in your life like a thunder. They arrive quietly, like the smell of a filter coffee drifting through an old house in afternoon, like a sound of a ceiling fan turning lazily while the world outside slows down in the summer heat, like a railway station in a small town where nobody is really in a hurry, and yet everybody seems to be carrying an entire universe inside them. That is the Malgudi Days. And somehow, decades after it was written, it still feels alive. Not because of the giant plot twist or epic battles, but because Mr. R.K. Narayan understood something very few writers truly do. Ordinary people are never ordinary. The old shopkeeper, the schoolboy terrified of homework, the astrologer sitting beneath a flickering lamp, every single one of them carries a small storm inside them. And this book notices those storms with extraordinary gentleness. Today, let's sit down and go through the pages of Malgudi Days. Not as a classic or a syllabus book, but as a living, breathing world. So, get yourself a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's travel together to Malgudi. Mr. R.K. Narayan is one of those rare writers whose simplicity is deceptive. At first glance, his writing feels effortless, light, almost casual. But beneath that calm surface is a razor sharp observation. He does not scream his themes at you. He lets them sit quietly beside you, like an old storyteller telling a story under banyan tree. Published in 1943, Malgudi Days is set in the fictional town of Malgudi. And honestly, Malgudi might be one of the greatest places ever created in literature. It feels emotionally real. You can almost map its streets in your head. The market roads, the schools, the river bank. It feels like a town you visited long ago as a child and somehow never forgot. Malgudi is not built through giant descriptions. It's built through people. Each story adds another brick to the emotional architecture of the town. Slowly, without realizing it, you stop reading about Malgudi and you start living there. There is something deeply, naturally Indian about the rhythm here. The awkward social expectations, the family pressures, the dreams that are just a little too big for a small town. Mr. Narayan captures it all with incredible tenderness and humor. He looks at flawed people and says, yes, they are absolutely foolish sometimes. Yes, they make mistakes. But look closely enough, and you will still find the humanity there. Malgudi Days is not one single story. It's a collection of tiny emotional windows. Some are funny, some are heartbreaking, and some feel philosophical without even trying to be. Take the famous story of Swami and his friends, for example. Mr. Narayan captures childhood not as a distant memory, but as an actual emotional universe. The fear of a teacher, the excitement of freedom, the strange seriousness children attach to tiny things. Then there are stories like An Astrologer's Day. Without spoiling it, that story shows how brilliantly Mr. Narayan understands attention. He creates suspense not through violence, but through conversation, through pauses, through hidden histories waiting in the darkness. It's astonishingly cinematic. While reading these stories, I found myself recognizing people from my own life. Maybe a neighbor, a relative, or even a version of myself from years ago. I'm curious, is there a fictional town or a book that feels like home to you? A place you visit when the modern world gets too loud? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about your Malgudi. Reading Malgudi Days today feels strangely healing. We live in an era where everyone is trying to be extraordinary. Every platform tells you to optimize yourself, brand yourself, and outperform everyone else. Then you open this book, and suddenly you are sitting beside a man worrying about his evening meal, or a child trying to escape his homework. And you realize something important. Human life has always been made up of small moments, not the highlight reels. Mr. Narayan reminds us that dignity exists even in unnoticed lives, that a person does not need to change the world to be worthy of attention. Sometimes, simply being honestly human is enough. Even though India has changed since 1943, the average human heart remains stubbornly the same. We still hide things. We still dream beyond our circumstances. We still carry the loneliness into crowded rooms. Mr. Narayan observes all of this without ever humiliating his characters. He does not mock them, he understands them, like a quiet grandfather listening more than speaking. It does not leave you shattered, it leaves you quieter, more patient with people, including yourself. Malgudi Days is not a book you finish, it's a place you return to. A slow train passing through the memory, a flickering lantern in the old street. If you have never read it, I genuinely recommend experiencing it slowly, one story at a time. Let it breathe. Let the town settle around you. This is not a book chasing your attention. It's a book waiting patiently for your presence. And with that, me Nikhil, signing off. We will meet again soon with another book, another quiet conversation, and another cup of coffee. Until then, take care of yourself. If you get some value from this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Share this video with a fellow reader and keep turning the page. I thank you very much.